This is the Business Marketing and Finance Podcast, the podcast for all your business marketing and financial needs. Get insight from experienced professionals as they delve deep into their passions and share their knowledge each week with your host, Errol James. Like to follow or learn more? You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button now.
Welcome everyone, this is this week's BMF podcast. This is our Ask an Expert session. I'm your host, Errol James. I'm here today with Reverend Errol Lawson, best-selling author, motivational speaker, influencing his audience to step beyond their current limitations for the past 20 years. Welcome Errol to the Business Marketing and Finance Podcast.
Hey Daryl, thank you for having me. Great to be with you today, man.
Fantastic, man. Now Errol, I know you're a busy man and we've just come off from a workshop that you've been doing upstairs, very motivational, seeing the young kids that you was encouraging. I seen their faces change when you was giving them words of wisdom and encouragement. Can you tell us a little bit about your journey and what it's like being growing up and how you made your turning point to who you are today?
Wow, it's an amazing time just now upstairs with the young people. I'm so passionate about speaking to, engaging with, empowering young people. Partly because I guess in my journey myself, I had a challenging upbringing, you could say. I came from a single parent family, wrong crowd, wrong friends, going down the wrong pathway, homeless at age 16. And no one thought I'd make it, but by the grace of God, some great people came into my life, helped me turn my life around. So I try to be that person now for every other young person that we work with.
Yeah, that sounds really good, man. And how long have you been working with young people at the moment?
This company we're in now is called Emerge Leadership. We started in 2010, so we're having our 10th birthday next year. But before that, did a lot of youth work, working with young people in the community, working with, I had a record label, had a production company, I ran a football team, so many different things, working with youth in the community. Yeah.
And that sounds good, man. So working with the youth and I suppose being a positive mentor to them. Yeah. Now, what would you say it would mean to you to be a quality mentor in this day and age?
Well, I mean, to be a good mentor, you've got to be able to tell your personal story well and understand the power in your own personal story. Yeah. Mentorship is all about connection. And what I see a lot of times in mentors, we have like 17 mentors that work with us now in our company. Yeah. And we do our training with them, and we try to get across to them that the way you can engage and connect with somebody who's perhaps, trying to be where you are in life is to be vulnerable and be willing to share those parts of your life that are not so pretty, not so clean, and the rough parts and the scars, and in that way you can really engage and connect with people on a real human level and bring them up from where they are to where they want to be.
Exactly. Sounds good, man. So what type of programs do you currently provide for young people, and what made you put on these particular programs?
It's really evolution, really. Yeah. Business is my passion, and it's always been a journey. I mean, I've been in ministry full time. I was a youth pastor full time in a church in Aston before I started the business, and I always wanted to be able to make a living doing what I loved. And so now, interestingly, I coach and train, got a coaching group for business owners who are trying to make an income and an impact through coaching, speaking, consulting. And so it's my passion, really. And so I realized that I could tell my story in a powerful way. I did that through my first book, Postcode to the Globe. And then from that, leveraging that, a business was born. And so now we coach, train and mentor 20,000 plus individuals around the UK every year. We've got programs. One's called From the Postcode to the Globe, title of my book. It's a mentoring program we run in schools. Another one called From Boys to Men. Another one called Fearless for girls. Another one called Get That P, entrepreneurship program for young people. We just launched one recently called Treasure, in partnership with a church that I lead in Harborne in Birmingham. Treasure's a program, a mentoring program for kids from the community. So I just recognize that, mentoring works and it's possible to build a business model around it.
That sounds good, man. So you mentioned your first book, Postcode to the Globe. How old was you when you first wrote the book, and what inspired you to actually, start writing?
Well, interestingly, I went to an event that a friend of mine ran called How to Become a Key Person of Influence. And I was trying to build a business, and Dan my friend Daniel Priestley, who runs Key Personal Influence.
I've read his book.
Yeah,
powerful book. I got it on audiobook as well, actually.
Great book. Highly recommend it. Helped me to understand the power of publishing content. And so that was in 2010, and just going to that one event in London, it's like a one-day event that he put on, was enough for me to understand what I need to do and to write the book. And so I wrote the book in 2 years. The first one took me 2 years to write. And Postcode to the Globe was born. And it's just been one of the best things that I've done, actually getting the book written. Can't recommend it highly enough.
And could you tell the audience how many books you've actually written so far?
Well, 3 completed, 2 of them are Amazon bestsellers, and then 2 more on the way as well.
Nice. And what differences have you seen your books make in people's lives?
Oh, so many stories. I mean, even just now, you've seen the kids are just coming and ask me to sign their books for them. I've been in so many different places where people just ran up to me and said, Errol, and pulled my book out of their bag like an old, raggedy, torn, copy of my book, well-read copy of it, and they just gasp by, they're blown away by the fact that, I'm in the same room as them because the book has changed their life. I've got emails from around the world from people who said the book has changed their life, and it's just those things that make you know that it's worthwhile. I'm not present with them, but my book is with them on the train, on the bus, on the beach, in the car, in their headphones, and it's just impacting their lives, so it's just a blessing to be able to do that.
That's so good, man. So many of the audience, they aspire to be writers and authors and put out their own books and things like that. So what would you say would be how do you overcome barriers to writing a book?
I mean, first of all, you got to know that you got to have a reason why. There's no point just writing a book for the sake of writing a book. Like when you get a why, like for anything else in life, when you've got an intrinsic reason, motivation, you'll find a way to get the thing done. You won't make excuses. You'll find a way to get it done.
Very true.
That's the first thing. So get really clear about why you want to do it, and then you gotta know. Like, there's so much to say about writing books, so I say to people, to my clients all the time, like, if you want to position yourself as a go-to person in your industry, in your niche, in your field, a book can help you do that. A book says to your audience or prospective clients that you are an expert, you are an influencer in that space, you are worth listening to, you've taken the time and the effort, you put the time into even going through the process of writing your ideas and your thoughts down and sharing them in the world, with the world. The best book in the world is not one you'll read, it's one that you'll write yourself. And so if you're contemplating it, know that if your book will position you as a business card. My book is my business development manager. It goes where I can't go. It has conversations with prospective clients that I can't have. It goes into rooms I can't get into. It develops my business for me in ways that I can't imagine. And so if you're thinking about building a business or going into a certain niche or industry or market, then a book can really help you do that. I completely agree with you. Speaking as an author myself, I found that you always find, I suppose, testimonials and feedback that you wasn't expecting from people from the strangest places. I remember being in different countries and hearing people give me feedback on stuff that they've read and things like that. But just going on in terms of how you actually put out a book, Errol, would you say the best way is self-publishing or to get a publisher? That's a question that actually comes up quite a lot. I mean, there is no best way. There's a way that I think that suits you for the stage you're at and where you're at in your entrepreneurial journey and what your book to achieve for you. So publishing, the old traditional publishing route works for those, like if you're a celebrity, you got a big following, you got a big list or big audience. Publishers will snap your hand off because you can do the marketing legwork for them. They may give you an advance to help you go and do that, and it works, right? Then you got your hybrid model. Your hybrid model says that, well, I'm going to use a publisher or a company that I'll pay them a few £1,000s to look at my manuscript, to edit it, format it, do my book cover, and assist with the marketing and promotion, and for a fee that I pay to get my book into different places. That can take away the legwork from you for doing those things yourself, and maybe speed it up for you, maybe even as well. It's a helpful way to do it. And then there's a self-publishing route as well, which is where you write the book and you do all your artwork, you pay for your artwork to get it done by freelancers, your cover cover, your artwork, your formatting, your marketing, your press releases. You get it all done yourself. And there are different benefits and pros and cons to each route. If you do the publishing or the hybrid route, you'll have to pay for your books from your publisher. They may charge you like 60% of the cost of the books, say for example. So if your books are £10, you pay them £6 to buy your books back. But with the self-publishing route, you can get your own books printed for £1.50, £2, say. Sell those for £10. You're making a bigger profit if you're selling them. If you're a speaker like me, you're selling your books at the back of the room when you're speaking. That's where you're making money. Or you're giving them away as a marketing tool. Like we got a phrase that my friend Dan always says, tile the floor with your books. Wherever you go, give your books away. Tile the floor with the books,
It's a good saying.
We give a lot of books away. And you can't do that really with a traditional publisher. It would be very expensive to do that, I should say.
No, that's very true. I mean, you spoke about a little bit about marketing and things. What is the best way you found to market your book if you're self-publishing?
The best way to market is speaking, hands down. And the best marketing you can do for your book is to speak, I think. So you gotta, if you're not a speaker now, you gotta become one. All right, your destiny, your goals necessitate that you learn how to speak confidently in public, to hold a crowd, hold an audience, to communicate your ideas with clarity, and in that way, opportunities come. You can present your book, you can sell your book, you can move your book along, move your ideas along. I think the best way, hands down, is speaking.
And if somebody's, I suppose, not used to speaking, or they might be shy, is there a course, or is there somebody they can go to? I mean, obviously it will depend on what country they're in. However, what would you think is the best way to get to become a good speaker?
I joined Toastmasters. Well, I visited Toastmasters a couple of times. Then I joined the Professional Speakers Association at the start of my journey, the PSAs and international. And then as well, part of that is the Global Speakers Federation, which is international arm, I guess, if you like, as well. So I was in that for a few years, and that got me meeting different speakers, going to different events and understanding, stagemanship, the art of speaking, the art of even pitching from the stage, even so many things I learned from being in a PSA. So I recommend the Professional Speakers Association.
Fantastic, man. Fantastic. So if you could tell yourself, your younger self, anything, what would it be? So Errol you can meet Errol when he was 15 years old. What would you, tell him what's to come and what he could actually deliver and who he could actually, be? What would you tell him?
I would have, firstly, I wouldn't change anything, because I wouldn't be where I am now if I'd not had the experience that I had at 15 years old. And learn from those. But if I was speaking to a room of 15-year-olds today, I'd share with them what I shared today with the kids upstairs. I'd say, number one, choose the right friends. Like your friendship circle is everything. Like, get around those people that you might think now are weird, or the buffs, or they like playing chess, or they're into some kind of stuff you're not into. Like, get to know those kids as well. I'd say get around the right friends. I'd say number two, take responsibility. Like, no matter how bad things are right now, like, if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Own it. Like, take 100% responsibility for your actions, your choices, the way your life is right now. Number three, I'd say be courageous. Like, get out of your comfort zone, try new things, take risks. Like, go to new places, meet new people. Don't follow the status quo. And then I say set goals, set big goals, scary goals, goals that scare you, goals that will blow your mind, things that you think are impossible, set goals, write goals down, and read biographies of people who are established, successful in things that you're interested in. Like, go and read some biographies of successful people.
That sounds good, man. That's some really positive words. So what would you say is the vision of Errol Lawson? What can the audience expect from you in the next 3 years?
Well, so much going on. I'm doing a master's right now. So I'll have that finished by then. I will have grown our business to another level. So there are financial goals in our business that we're working towards right now. There are impact goals. In terms of lives, you want to reach an impact. There are goals for our church. We've started a church in Birmingham, and so we're going to grow and develop that. And then just in terms of our business, like we're just reaching more people. We're coaching more coaching clients. We're reaching more young people in more schools and colleges and universities around the UK. You may see me in the next 3 years venture into the political space potentially. Start making an impact in that space as well. But it's all about progress. It's all about impact. It's all about growth. It's all about making a difference and making our lives count.
So you mentioned Daniel Priestley not too long ago.
Yes,
and
good
he
guy.
wrote a book called, I think he's on his second or third book now actually. But
he's on 3 main ones.
Is it Key Person of Influence? Still the ones.
Yeah, that's the signature piece. You got oversubscribed and then 24 assets.
I've actually just started listening to Oversubscribed when I was coming back from Morocco in February. It started to be a good book. So what would you say a key person of influence means to you?
Well, a key person of influence is really someone that's ready to step above, to step out of the crowd, put their head above the parapet, put themselves out there and convince the world that their ideas are worth investing in, worth buying into, you know. So in every industry, there are key people of influence in every industry. So they've learned how to pitch their ideas clearly and with power and clarity that brings on board investment or team or partners. They're able to build a profile, a significant profile that again says to the world, this person is worth listening to. They're the key person of influence. They've published great content, whether that's through books or papers or podcasts or online content, blog content. They've published powerful content. They've created great partnerships. So they've created partnerships in their industry or outside their industry that have helped them to establish themselves. And then they've got great products out there that actually change lives and make a difference in the world and add great value to humanity.
That's a really good list, man. So Errol, man, I thank you for your time. But before you go, you just tell people where they can reach you, where they can learn more about what you do, the impact that you're having at the moment and things.
I think this podcast is a great platform and a great idea, and I hope that people will hear and what you're doing, Daryl, and see what's going on, what you're putting out in the world, and know that this is it, guys. This is the time now. Through the internet, through technology, through social media, it's a level playing field. Regardless of your background, regardless of your skin color, regardless of your academic achievements and accomplishments, it's a level playing field. It's up to you now. If it's meant to be, it's up to you. Whatever it is you're dreaming of doing, stop dreaming, start doing. Start making it happen. Make a difference in the world, change lives. Go out there, make an impact. God bless you, man. God bless you.
Man. Thanks, man. Any website links that you want to talk about?
Sure. So our main website is called emerge-leadership.com. So www.emerge-leadership.com. The podcast is called the Rising Generation Leadership Podcast. It's on iTunes, on Stitcher, and online. My personal one is called EROLLawson.com. Go check them out, man.
Yeah, man, that sounds
Twitter,
good.
Instagram, Facebook, all that.
Yeah, definitely connect with Errol, man, as much as you can and learn from him, learn from the things that he's doing in the community and the things that he's doing and impacting young people's lives. I myself have been your host, Daryl James. Thank you for listening to this week's podcast. Be sure to tune in next week and also click on our website, businessmarketingfinance.com. See you guys soon.
This is the Business Marketing and Finance Podcast, the podcast for all your business marketing and financial needs. Get insight from experienced professionals as they delve deep into their passions and share their knowledge each week with your host, Daryl James. To follow or learn more? You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button now.